Okay, everybody, we're back to the next set of questions. Okay, girls, are you still with me? Are you still with me?
Yes!
Of course.
Yeah, I'm ready for the next question.
Okay, so far so good. We've already done until letter E. So I hope you could have learned something so far. Right, girls?
Yeah, I think I learned a lot from you. Thank you, Rafi. I think I need this for my senior high.
Yeah, this will help you with your senior high, Lady Pipay. Especially nung senior high ka na. So therefore, kailangan ka matapang ka. So be attentive ha, kayong lahat mga girls, because I'm your teacher and I will explain to you everything in details. Kailangan ka dapat mahusay ka sa pag-aaral mo ha. Oh, okay. So now let's go to letter F. How many students scored less than 85 points in the test and got more than 104 points? Okay, so here's the question that I would like to ask. So this question is a tricky question. But don't worry, kasi nga the clue there is, it implies compound probability. Kasi nga sabi dito, how many students scored less than 85 points in the test and got more than 104? This one naman, kasi nga I just put them together. Kasi nga, in this question, this implies the application of compound probability. Because if it were to ask for compound probability, it would say, find the probability of students who scored less than 85 or got more than 104 points. And then if I were to combine that, like for example, in letter G, I would say same in letter F, pero how many students get that condition? So this one, pinagsama ko sila. Okay, let's review. So, di ba remember, this is our normal distribution, di ba? So, our normal distribution looks like this. So, what is our mean?
The mean is 88.
Very good. 88 ay yung mean namin. So, for a standard deviation of 1, that's 92.8. For a standard deviation of 2, that's 97.6. And then, 102.4. On the negative side, we have, what is our value? 73.6, 78.4, 73.6, 78.4, and 83.2. Tama? Did we get that one right? Yes. So, yan. Now, sabi ko dito, how many students scored less than 85 points? But teka,
we don't know where 85 is. However, if you look at the distribution, 85 must be in between the 83 and 88.
Correct. Because we are not so sure exactly kung nasan talaga ang 85 na yan. But the clue is, we do know as we input our standard deviational numbers for the raw scores, we know that 85 must be in between these two. So, dapat nasa gitna siya ng 83.2 to 88, which is a translation to z-score of in between from negative 1 to 0. So, dito natatagpuan ang 85. So, baka malay mong 85 anang dito. And then we shade whatever is being asked, di ba? Kasi nga sabi ko dito, it is less than 85. So, yung naka-probability shade in green, light green pala, bright green, or whatever type of green, this is the probability of less than 85. Okay? Dito siya. Anything else? Ayan. Got more than 104 points. Look at the distribution. Nasaan ang 104? Wala. Pero, where do you think 104 is? Do you think there's the number 104 even though it's not seen in the distribution? It's wala. Some people might say wala talaga eh. Dahil ang bandang dulo na eh. Yes, correct. That's one thing correct.
Yeah, 104 is farther away from 102.4. That might be more than 3 already.
Yes. So, dito na siya. So, yung 104 ay nandito. Sa bandang dulo na. Nakita mo to? So, this one is more than 104 points. Okay? Kasi nga ang kailangan namin less than 95 and more than 104. Pero teka, we do not know where 104 is, but we know that it's somewhere very far. So, if we type the z-score, ganito yung formula. Diba, remember, to standardize it, ganito siya. First, let's standardize the numbers. So, standardizing 85, so we standardize 85, because it's less than 85, then our mean is 88, then our standard deviation is 4.8, so therefore, the z-score is negative 6.25. So, dito siya. And then, for 104, we type there standardize again, 104, 88, 4.8. Tama, the z-score is 3.33333 and a bunch of 3's, which is way farther away na. Doon siya sa bandang dulo. So therefore, you cannot see it anymore. Mahirap na lang talaga yan sa pagkikita. And if you look by our z table right here, we don't have a z-score of 3.333 and a bunch of 3's. Wale. And if that were so, that would be somewhat more like ano to. This would be like more than, this would be 4.999999999 something. And there's a 0.1% chance dito, oh. Dito siya sa bandang dulo. So therefore, it's kind of hard to find the one on the right. Pero don't worry, because even though that were so, we did it in Microsoft Excel para mas mabilis. Here's what happened. Ganito kasi yun. First, di ba remember sa letter F, ang sabi ko dito, this what we did. Ito yun. So, where's my solution sheet? Yan, ito yun. So, this one, what I put here, this is the normal distribution of 85, 88, 4.8, and true. And the probability that we should get is 26.5%. If we are to standardize this should get negative 0.625. And if you look for negative 6.2 in our distribution, that's 23.24. Pero ang gusto namin ay negative 0.625. So to ensure that we get it right, we play a game called linear interpolation to see if we get the right answer. So therefore, it should be in between the two values. So therefore, it should be in between 6.2 and 6.23. What is the z-score there? So if we try to apply the linear interpolation formula, eto kasi yun. So diba remember we have the big Y. What is the big Y? The big Y is the 6.3, diba? 0.2357 minus, what's our little y? .2324, diba? And then the z-score is 0.63 minus 0.62. On the right-hand side, we do not know what this is, pero it's being subtracted by 2324. Then on the bottom, we have 0.625 minus 0.62. Tama. Now we just subtract the numbers. So as we subtract the numbers, this one here, 0.357 minus 0.324, this should give us 0.023, 0.0033. Then this one, that becomes 0.01. Of course, we can simplify this already. Then on the right-hand side, we still have this thing, diba? Pero this one, we do this. 0.0625 minus wait lang po 0.625 minus 0.62. Tama, we should get 0.05. Of course, for the sake of this one, we can already divide. And for this one, this guy, divide by 0.001, we should get 0.01 pala. We should get 0.33, diba? So on this side, we get 0.33 is equivalent to y minus 0.2324 divided by 0.005. Now, we need to apply cross multiply para mas madali. So, we cross multiply the two numbers together. Therefore, it's gonna be 0.005 times 0.33. And we should get and therefore, we're supposed to get 0.00165 is equivalent to y minus yan, di ba? And now we can already solve for y. To do this, we need to add both sides by 0.2324. And when we do that, this one will go 5, 10, this one will become 4, 3, 2, 0. Take, is that the right answer? Yes, that is correct. Let's see. So let's see if we get this one right. So therefore, we have this one. Plus 0.2324. Tama, we should get 0.23405. And that's the same as 23.405%. That is the probability for the z-score of 0.625. So therefore, that's the probability. And then if we do norm standard inverse, and then you click on the probability, do you think we still get the z-score? Kasi nga we just type standard, it will just give us the z-score. Type the probability and it will just give us the z-score of that probability. And the answer should be, wait, that's not it. Kasi ba that's not the right answer? Kasi yung kailangan dapat, we need to get, we need to get 0.362. Wait lang muna, I think there's a problem with our laptop. Pero never mind if we can't do it na. Wait. Kasi ba diba remember this one, I did it this way. So we were to do this, we should get this answer of 0.015. Diba? That is the probability. So tama nga, that's the z-score. So dapat ang z-score namin ay 0.30405. So therefore, if we were to convert that into a probability, therefore we want to get the we want to get the the z-score. So therefore, normal standard inverse of this guy, that is the wrong z-score. Yeah, kasi nga that's the one if I were to use this on our z-table. Kasi nga this one's supposed to be 0.5. This one is 0.5 minus this guy. Diba? So we can get this answer. The normal standard inverse of this guy, tama, that's the right answer. Kasi ang ginawa ko, kasi nga, this one, yung, what do you call this ba? Yung 0.234025, it's found within the z-table. The one that starts from the mean. Pero ang kailangan namin, we want the one that starts, this is the one from the mean. So, ito yun. So, we want to get the one that is color green. So, therefore, we need to subtract that from 0.5 so we can get that. Of course, for the sake of Microsoft Excel, it's very easy. Kaya ang ginawa ko to, ang ginawa ko ay normal distribution 85, 88, 4.8, and this is true. Then, we get this. Then, for the right side, we did this. Of course, we can also do that naman using z-table, and you should get this answer. You have to look for 6.25 in the distribution, and you should get this probability of, 0.23405. Pero I'm afraid this might take a longer time. Para mas madali, we do it na lang on Excel, para mas mabilis, on the left side and on the right side. Lalo na ito, kasi nga we can't even find the accurate z-score, which is higher. And we know this is like 0.01 na eh. So we have to ask Microsoft Excel for help. So when I ask Microsoft Excel for help, ito yun. This one is 1 minus normal distribution of 104, 88, 4.8, and true. Kasi ang ginawa namin, the normal distribution gives us, in Excel, starts from the negative tail up to where it will stop. And we know that 104 must be somewhere here, sa pakalipas. And that z-score is 3.33, di ba? So 104 must be there. So more than 104 points, that should be, it should be a 0.0, tingnan mo, 0.00429. And if we were to subtract this value by 0.5, 0.5 minus this guy, of course, that's 49.95%. And there's no such z-score like that. Kasi nga, that's 0.4990. Wala nang iba. That's way too far na. Because that's only where our z-table stops. 4.990. Unless lang talaga, there should be a number right after that. Pero we can't find it na. So yun. And then all we have to do is to combine the probabilities together. O pwede naman, you can add this up together with that 26%. And we should get this. But we need to subtract it from 1 because, yun nga, we want to get only for this one. And that's the answer. So, ang ginawa namin dito ay sum both of these up together. Diba yung nasa left, that is the ano yun, on the left tail, which is this one. And then the one on this one, yung 0.04, that's over here. Yung more than. And then we should get 0.26%. And that is the answer. That is the probability. Pero ang tanong ko, how many students got that score? Ibig sabihin,
Yeah, how many students get that probability condition?
very good. And how many students are there? Since there are 40 students, so we multiply the population by
40.
Pew! Pew! 40 students! Very good. So we multiply that by 40, and the answer is, yun nga, so 40 times our answer. Where's the answer? G80. So G80 must be there, di ba? Yan, 2.26. And the answer is 10.65, or rounded to 10 to 11 students. Oh, I wish I should have gotten that score. That would be much more higher to me.
Yeah, I think we should have gotten that.
Only 10 to 11 students got that score. So yun lang. That's the answer for letter F. Next, letter G. For letter G, the question gets a bit tough. It says here, find the raw scores that are identical with each other on the distribution such that its sum equals 98%. Okay, for this problem, let's draw another normal curve. So drawing another normal curve, as you can see right over here, Uy, Batang Giles natapos na, di ba? Did you enjoy Batang Giles? So yun na yung Batang Giles theme song. Now let's go back to the stats and probs. Kasi nga sabi ko dito, the question is, find the raw scores that are identical with each other in the distribution and such that its sum is 98%. So if we look for 98%, ibig sabihin the distribution, do you know the distribution is always 100%? Pero sabi dito, its sum should be 98%. Pero, there's a condition. It says, identical with each other. Anong ibig sabihin yun? Nakasymmetrical. Nakahati. So therefore, if this were 98%, this one, the entire thing, therefore, what should happen here? If this is 98% for the entire thing, therefore, on this side, this should be 1%, and this side should also be another 1%. So 1 plus 98 makes 99, then plus another 1% here makes 100%. Right, girls?
Correct. Because as you can see, 98% is on the center.
Therefore, we should make 98% the central stage. And then for the tails on the left side, that's only 1%. Pew! And since it's symmetrical, therefore the 98% must be divided into 2. Correct! So therefore, this should be 49%, and this one should be another 49% din. Nama? Correct! So therefore, this is 1%, 49%, and 49%. Pero ang tanong ko dito, what do you think is the score? What is the score of the distribution? What do you think is the raw score? Pero since it's identical with each other, therefore we're in luck. So we can just base it by the mean. So therefore we look for 49% in our distribution, and this one,
Yes, correct.
if we find the 49% in our z-table, we know that Rafi's z-table always starts from the mean. So therefore we need to locate it on a z-table and find 49%. If it can't be found, then we use linear interpolation. Very good. So let's find the 49% in our distribution. Yes, correct. It's in between the two values of 2.32 and 2.33. 48.98% and 49.01. So now applying that into our formula, we should get like this. 0.4901 minus 0.4898. Divide by, what is the z-score? 2.3. What's that 2.3? 2.33 minus 2.32. And then, this one on the right, we should get x. Tama, 49%. 0.49 talaga. minus 0.4898. Wait lang I have to write it properly. Diin ko yung pagsusulat ko. Wait lang muna. And then this one on the distribution below, we do not know exactly what is the value of x. So now we have to play the game called linear interpolation. Of course, if we are to do this, we can simplify things very quickly. On the top, what do you think is the answer?
0.40901 minus
0.4898. That's the same as 0.003. Very good. Checking this via Excel if we get the right answer. 0.4901 minus 0.4898. Tama. That's 0.0003. Then this one becomes 0.0001. On the right hand side, this becomes 0.0002, diba? Because this is 0.49 minus 0.4898. Tama. And then we divide this by x minus 2.32. Now we divide on the left side and we should get, diba, remember this one here? Divide by 0.01, we should get 0.03. 0.3 is equivalent to 0.0002 divided by x minus 2.32. Then when we multiply that, this becomes 0.03x minus 696,000. Then add this up together. Let's see if we get this one right. Negative 2.32 times 0.03. Tama, that's negative 696. Ay, wait, that's 4. So dapat the decimal point should be here. 0.0696 is equivalent to 0.0002. Now, we add this both sides by 0.0696. And therefore, the answer is 8960. And then we have 0.03x. Yan. So, that's correct. So, now this is what we're gonna do. Ito yung kailangan namin gagawin. So, we have 0.002 plus, no wait, tama ba? 0002, 3 zeros, plus 0.0696 is equivalent to 0.0698, then divide by 0.03. Tama! And the z-score is 2.32666666 and a bunch of 6 sevens. So, tama. This is where the z-scores will be located. So, yung z-score namin should be here. Dito siya. So, dito natatagpuan yung 1%. Tapos, dito siya natatagpuan yung 1% na yun. Tama. So, therefore, 49% of the distribution is in between the z-score of 2.32. Yan. Diba?
Yes, that's right. That's where the z-score is located.
Correct. And now we look at the z-score. O yan. So it makes sense, diba? Kasi nga, if you look at my solution here sa letter G, we have here the left tail, and then this is the x score. The raw score, what do you think is the raw score? Okay, looking back. So diba remember, we have 73.6, 78.4. Yan. So let's write it again. 73.6, 78.4, 83.2, 88, 92.8, 97.6, and 102.4. So therefore, on this side, di ba our x score is supposed to be 76.83. How do we do that? Kasi on the left side of the distribution, if we do it on Microsoft Excel, remember this is 1%. So we need to get normal standard distribution of 1, and then 1, 0.01, then 88, which is our mean, and then our standard deviation of 4.8, and we should get the raw score of 76.83. That's where it is. Dito. So this one is 76.83. Now on the right hand side, we know that this is in between 97.6 to 102. Pero what do you think is that score? So this is what we did. Diba we know 49 plus 49 is 98 plus 1 is 99. So what they did here is 99% of the normal dot inverse probability, then the corresponding mean and standard deviation to get the score of yan. And the score is 99.16%. And 99.16% lies, put down the phone first, lies somewhere right over here. So tama, it's in between 97.6. So 99.16, ito siya. Tama. Or if we are to apply the linear interpolation, we should get 2.32 and we get the z-score and we get the probability of, what is the probability? The probability of, ano to? Yeah, kasi nga we are to use percentiles, pwede pa naman yun. We have to find 49% and then from that 2.32, diba remember we got the z-score of, what's that z-score ba we got? 2.32667. Now all we have to do is to multiply this by the sigma, which is 4.8, then add it with the mean, which is 88. So tama, we still got the right answer, 99.16. Or if it were negative naman, let's try this one, being multiplied by negative 1, and then we apply the same formula. We multiply that by our sigma, which is 4.8, then add 88. Tama, that's right, 76.83. Tama, that makes a match. So yun, so that's how we get the z-scores. Now, as you can see, ito yung left tail ko. For the x-score, which we call the raw score, on the left tail, that's 76.83. Then on the right, that's 99.6. And then our z-score, if we were to standardize it, we standardize with our corresponding mean and standard deviation, and we should get negative 2.326. Same thing what we did on the other side. And then the probability points, we do this. Normal standard distribution of that z-score, then type true to see if they make a match. If on the left tail, we get 1%, then on the right tail, we get 99%, which is excluding this. Yes, and that's the right answer. So now, as you can see, the correct answer is this. From 76.83 points to 99.717 points is the raw score of the distribution. That is the answer. The raw scores that lie within each other in the distribution, such that its sum equals 98%, is from 76.83% to 99.16%. And that's it. We got it. Now we already found the distribution. Next, let's go to letter H. For letter H, here comes the tricky question. Find the raw scores such that the distribution, that divided distribution into 3, such that 66% of the cases are above it. Yan. So this one is a very tricky question. Kasi nga this one, this is the raw scores such that it divides the distribution into 3, such that 66% of the cases are above it. Ito kasi yung ginawa ko. So if you look at my normal curve here, we know that 66% of the distribution is above it. Such that, siguro what you call is what I mean here. If I were to say divide the distribution into 3, such that 66% is above it, therefore, the distribution is divided into 3, and then 66.66% must be here. Pero ang ginawa ko, it's a bit different. Kasi nga, ang ginawa ko dito, if this is 34%, then this is 66%, ito dapat ang grammar ko. Find the raw score such that 66% lies on the upper side of the distribution, and that 66% of the upper side of the distribution is divided into 3. Find the raw scores. Yun ang meaning ko. And that's exactly what I did here. And to solve for that, this is already the trickiest question that I can make in history. So to solve for it, ganito kasi yung nangyari. So on the left side, we have 34%, and then we have 66% on the right side, and we need to get 16% here. So looking for 16% in our distribution, in our Z table, where do you think is 16% anywhere? Can we find it? Yes, 0.1591 and 0.1628. Let's see. XY, small, mid, large. And this X, that's supposed to be, what's the Z score? .41, diba? 0.41. This is 0.42. I know dapat ang z-score namin, it should be in between. Yes, negative 4.12. That's the first x, di ba? So, dito siya. And then our y, that's supposed to be, what's the probability? 0.1628. On this side, then this is supposed to be 0.16. And then on the top part, that's 0.151591. Diba? Now, on this side, the big Y minus the little y, the middle y minus the little y, the big X minus the little x, this guy divides out, and then on this side, we still have x minus 0.41. So now what do we do? So therefore, we need to distribute. So 0.37, and then this one, 0.37 times negative 0.41. And that's equivalent to 0.517. And then we got our x, which is, ano yun? What do we get that answer ba? .0009, di ba? That's not the right. Sige, wait lang muna. Kasi nga dapat that's supposed to be, ano yun? 86. Yan. And then on this side, we do the same thing on the other side. Yan. So this one is this one plus this one. 1.157. And then here, this one divided by this guy. Tama. We should get 0.412432, which is the same score as what I got here. Pero this one is 4.6. This one, what I got here is 4.3. So, malabo. Pero okay lang yan. Kasi nga, that is how it goes. So, if you look at the distribution, as you can see here, ito yung z-score namin. So, di ba, ito yung first set. The first set is right here. Di ba? We know that 34% is right over from here up to this area. And we know that 34% of the distribution is up to negative, ano yun? Is up to negative 412, di ba? Negative 4.412, di ba? And then the 22% is right here before the mean. Di ba? Pero what you all is that supposed to be ano to? 66% are above it. So in the first set, this is supposed to be the point, the score, di ba? 0.34, 88, and 4.8. And then, we know that plus 22%, that gives us 56. So, that's for the second checkpoint. So, that's 0.56, diba? And doing that for 56, that should be, ano yun? At 88. 88.7245. That's at the 56 percentile, which is right over here. Diba? And then the third one, which is 68%, which is, ano yun, 78. So, add another 22% from 56, that's supposed to be 78%. And it should be somewhere here. Dito sa 91. And the raw score is 0.34 plus 0.22 plus 0.22, and that's 78%, diba? So that's equivalent to 78%. Then 88, which is our mean, and 4.8. So we can get the raw score. Kaya nga, to make percentiles more easier, we can do this in Excel. Just type normal.inverse, then type the probability of your choice, and then type the mean and the corresponding standard deviation, corresponding mean and standard deviation, and you will get those answers already, and which you call the X-score. That is what you call the raw scores. So therefore, for 34%, for 34 percentile, therefore, ang score namin ay 86. So if you look for 86, it's right here, di ba? Let's put the scores. 73.6, 78.4, 83.2, 88, 92.8, 97.6, and 102.4. Diba? So, we have 76 point, what did I get ba? 86. So, 86 is right here. 86.02. dito siya sa 41st percentile in the first checkpoint. Tapos sa second checkpoint, which is at the 88, which is right over here. This is where the 56th percentile is located. Dito siya sa 88.72% points. Tapos the 91, it's right over here. Right between 90 and 92. So yun nga, that's the distribution that divides into 3. Such as 66% of the cases are above it. And to find the z-scores, eto na yun. To find the z-scores, o yun na, diba? This is the probability points. So the first one, we get 34%. I think this one is just a drop. Get another sheet of paper. Yeah, I know. So therefore, it will go like this, diba? Let me draw another normal. Running out of shortage on paper, you can always work on a new set. I know it's sayang lang talaga to waste paper, pero what you hold is, if you think your solutions are unneat, you have to make another one. So you have to try again. So what is our mean? 88, and this is 92. Okay, let's look at it again. That's 92.8, 97.6. And then the third one is 102.4. And then 83.2, 73.6, 78.4. So tama. Now we have another clear normal distribution. So we know that 34%, where do you think the 34% is? The 34% is at the 86.201. So dito siya ang 34%. 86.02. So this where the 34% is. Tama? So our 16% must be here before the mean. And then our second set is at 0.15, which is our z-score. So 0.15. And that's 88.72 points. Dito siya. So this is where the 22% goes. Then another one is at the z-score of 0.77. Dito siya. Another 22%. 91.70%. Then on the right side, we have 22%. So everything from here to here, there lies the 66%. Lahat na yan, yung 66% ay from here hanggang sa bandang dulo ng distribution. So tama nga. So if we look at our probability points, therefore, the 34% is here. The 22% of the first set is from the raw score of 86.02 points up to 88.72 points. Then the second set is from 56 percentile to 78 percentile. That's 88.72 points to 91.7 points. Then 91.7 points and so on is another 22% of the distribution. And to double check to see if this is true, ang ginawa ko dito ay ganito. For the raw score, we have 0.34, 88, and 4.8. And then here, that's 0.22, that's 0.56. Then this one is 0.78. Then to get the z-score, I standardize the x-score and then the mean and the standard deviation to get the z-score of that number. So yan. And then for probability points, I did normal standard distribution of the z-score and then I type there true and we get the matching probability. So yan. So that's letter H. For letter H is find the raw scores that divide the division into 3 in the 60% of the distribution that are above it. So here's my checkpoint. The first raw score checkpoint that are above 66% is 86.02, which is right over here, with a z-score of negative 0.41. The second raw score is 88.72, which is right here. Dito siya sa z-score of 0.15. And the third raw score checkpoint is at 91.70 or 71, which has a z-score of 0.77. So yun. And that's how we find the raw scores.
Oh, that's how we find those scores. It was kind of hard. You have to look through the z-table to find everything.
Yes, that's right. And this will be so hard if you're going to do Excel, if you're going to use my z-table. Kaya mas mabuti pa talaga may Microsoft Excel para di na kayo mahirapan. And now, let's go to the next question, which is letter I. For letter I, it's the same as letter H, but how many students scored to the highest case?
That's easy. 66%
times 40 of us. Very good. And there are 26 to 27 students. Because we got 26.4. And last but not least, for letter J, what other conclusion can you make based on the distribution? So looking at all our distributions, so far so good. Can we find any other distribution? Because whatever we have drawn here, that's already one conclusion. So if you can find any other conclusion based on the graph, that can also make sense.
Oh, sweet. Let's try the 98%. Oh, I know.
On this side, on the left side of the distribution, if you have the 49%, therefore the z-score is negative 2.32. So 1% is right here. Yes, and that's correct. That's one conclusion. Pero if I were to talk about other conclusions, like what type of other conclusions can you make based on the graph? Like for example, if in here, therefore, if you went higher than, therefore, or you can say like for example, we know that it's supposed to be greater than 1. Kasi nga that's my initial claim in the first place. My initial claim is na dapat yung distribution ko dito, which is right here, dapat yung 22%, it should be on the tails. Fair, it's not. That's one conclusion that I can say. Yeah. Ew. The distribution on the right side did not go more than 1 of a z-score. I know. It just stops until 0.77. Then the rest of the 22% goes from 1 up to infinity na. So therefore, malabo lang talaga maging dito ang third checkpoint namin. So that's one conclusion that I can make. So therefore, or you can say what else? Oh, I can say that on the upper 22% of the distribution, therefore, those are the z-scores of students who are higher than 1. Very good. So therefore, with a z-score that's higher than 0.77, kasi ito yung mo, the 22% on the third checkpoint is higher than the z-score of 1. Should be higher than the z-score of 1. Kasi akala ko on the first place should be higher than 1. Pero it's lower than 1. So therefore, students whose z-scores are higher than positive 1 must belong to the upper portion of the 22%. So yun na yung sagot. So in the middle boundary of the 22%, it's from 0.15 to 0.76. And that's another conclusion. Yun. Any other conclusions? Ew. If remember, Althea Guanzo scored at 89.72%. Therefore, if I were to score here, I would belong to this part of the distribution. Around on the second checkpoint of the 22%. Correct. In between the 88 and 88.72 and between the 91.70, which is in between that. And take note, that is where your 64th percentile was. Diba, remember this 34, this is 56, and your 64th percentile must be in between this area. So tama, that's another conclusion. Good job, girls. And that's it, guys. That's the end of our video for normal distribution. Did you enjoy?
Oh, sweet. That was awesome. Thanks for teaching me.
That's great, Lady Pipay. And I just hope I can get good grades in this because I believe that this is my favorite subject. Yup, that's right. That's also my favorite subject too. What about you, Miss Boo? Oh, next time, if for the 1%, that's really kind of tough. And if we look at the 1 distribution right over here, for the sake of 1%, that's really, really high. 99.16 points. So therefore, if I were to get 100 points, that would be 1% for it to happen. That's right. That's a good conclusion. And that's it for today. Leave a like if you like this video about my stats and problems video. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to comment down below. Bye!